At this stage, I'm so pleased with a great honor to introduce you Dr. Muhammad Al-Hariri. Dr. Muhammad Al-Hariri, he is working as Associate Professor in Department of Physiology in Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University. He has published more than 50 scientific articles in the field of the exercise physiology, diabetes mellitus, evidence-based medicine, alternative medicine, and medical education. Dr. Al-Hariri coordinating the 6 years medical student research course, Department of Physiology and extracurricular activities at the College of Medicine. Dr. Al-Hariri, he is a TV presenter for many health programs on the miracle of a human creation and the prophetic medicine. So once we have finished hard work in writing final manuscript, our dream is to publish our work in journal with high impact factor. Do you know what does impact factor mean? If you like to know, please deep dive with Dr. Al-Hariri and join me in welcoming him in our course. Welcome, Dr. Al-Hariri. You can start. Dr. Al-Hariri, you are muted. Can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this introduction. And I appreciate your invitation to sharing with you this excellent work and excellent course, which really I like it. Thank you, Dr. Barakallah.
Welcome.
Shukran.
Dr. Al-Hariri. Welcome.
Shall we start now?
Yes, but can you share your screen, please?
Yes. You can see my screen now?
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah. طيب. Again. طيب. مرة ثانية السلام عليكم ورحمة الله everyone. I'm sorry for the delay because of some technical out of our hands, but still, alhamdulillah, we have time, inshallah. So the first topic, we have a journey, diving journey, and we are going to speak about the publication and overview. The content of my talk: before starting writing, choosing the appropriate journal, tips for your paper to get accepted, writing to the editors, and replying to reviewers. As you know, research now consider it as an important part for the university function, for careers, and for promotion, for improving your skills. So research is very important, and actually you acquire the skills, the scientific writing, and all the elements which needed for publications by practice. Yani such this workshop, such preparing different types of papers, publications. But of course, you have now published paper, or you are willing to publish a paper. Before starting, before even put the pencil in your hands, you have to define your map, to know where is yourself. Preparations. Before everything, try to prepare the things, the needed elements, the things which needed to come up with a very rich manuscript or paper. Then try to put the structure. The structure, of course, the structure depends on the journal style and journal guidelines, but at least you have to know the basic structure for the paper, and you have to acquire the essential writing skill or scientific writing, and at the end try to selling yourself, trying to sell your product, and your product here is the paper, the research. All these things, you have to take them all in your consideration during or even before preparing your work. And I will give you an example for selling. If you see here, this is of course my page from Scholar, Google Scholar. And if you see here between the two red lines, look at this title. I have published this paper on in 2016. And alhamdulillah, I got تقريبا 40 citations. If you look at the title it is the pathogenesis of bone changes or bone alteration in diabetes. 100 papers, a lot of papers speak about this part in systematic review, books, different types. But I added here sweet bones. These sweet bones makes my work يعني more attractive, the title more attractive. I have published this, I think, in Q1 or Q2, and within 4 or 5 years I got 40. This is an example, 40 citation for simple review. This is not systematic, not meta-analysis. It is a very simple review regarding the bone changes, but small changes make a difference. So try to sell yourself. Try to find some skills to sell yourself. Even if your work is fine, excellent, you have to put some spices. طيب. Here we have some questions like, what is your message? Now I have paper, I have research work. What is my message? What is your message? What is your the importance of your work? What you can add in the knowledge? And actually we have three main questions. Also, before starting, three main questions you have to ask yourself: what, where, and how. What should you start writing first? Now, alhamdulillah, you have finished, you collect your data. You want now to start the writing up. You have to, you want to prepare your manuscript. What is the first part you are going to write? The first part is the methods. Once you finalized your work, research work, try to write the methods. After methods, write the results in text. Organize your results, and you have to follow the same styles, the same sequence. في methodology, you define the outcomes, the first outcome, second. When you are present your results, follow the same sequence, the same order. Okay. Once you text your results, now come to present your results in figures and tables. After that, here you will start the discussions, then the introductions, and finally the abstract and title. This is the order of writing manuscript. Okay, this is the first question. The second question, where? Now ask yourself, who is interested in your work, in your works? Who are the audience? What is the type of journal? What are the scope of journals that can accept your work? The third question is how will write it, the style. Of course, the complete manuscripts should compose the following: the title, this at the end. Now you finalized, now you want to submit your work, you have to include all these elements in your manuscript: title, authors with their affiliations, the abstracts, introductions, methods, results, discussions, limitations. You have to tell the editors, to tell the readers about the limitations, the obstacles you face during your work. Data availability. Now many journals ask for data availability. Some journals would like to make double check, or some journals might ask you to submit your data sheet to a special website to index your data in some websites. So you have to state about data availability, conflict of interest, the source of the financial funding support, the ethical issues, the contribution of each author, or acknowledgement if you would like to acknowledge someone, references. These all elements should included in your complete manuscript, and of course you will put all of them in covering letter during the submission. Now, in order to other tips help you to get acceptance, of course there are many websites help the researchers, guide them, يعني ask many queries, but I will show you some of them like this website. Of course, you know, there are different types of manuscript. You have work, original work, you have reviews. Reviews could be systematic, meta-analysis. You have even the research work could be clinical trial, could be retrospective, could be observations, a lot of studies. طيب. Now, in order to make your manuscript fulfill all the criteria, to pass from the editorial triage during the evaluations, how we can know that manuscript fulfill all the requirements? This website can help you. I can now open this website to you. Stop sharing. We'll move to this website. Okay, share again. Where's the website? This is the website, inshallah. Unfortunately, I closed them all. It is very, very helpful. These websites, of course, contain many aids for researchers. I'll show you. You can see my screen. Look here. Yes, alhamdulillah. Okay, good. Look, part of the facility is provided by, and each type of study has checklist guidelines. You have to write what you have to raise, what you have to cover. يعني for example, here Prisma, here Consort, Strobe, different types, different guidelines or checklist. Try to cover. The title should include 1 and 2, the abstract, and also you will highlight this during methodology. You will state to get acceptance. Covering letter, as you remember, from the beginning I told you, try to sell your product, try to sell your work yourself, and start with covering letter. During covering letter, don't and base some things or to write some things routinely. Huh? No, try to tell the editors about the straightness. Where is the point that you cover, the gap of knowledge you cover? Yani try to magnify, to highlight your work. Huh? These the first part. Try to yani prepare very nice, very strong covering letter to the editor. The title.
Sorry, Dr.
Yeah.
for interruption. Is it okay to take a prayer break now?
Okay, inshallah. طيب. 10 minutes?
Yes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, fine.
Okay,
fine,
thank you. Thank you. See you back again.
Inshallah.
Shukran. Have a nice prayer break and see you after break. Yes.
يلا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طيب, yeah. Now we are giving you some hints regarding the framework of good, well-prepared article. As I told you, you have to write a covering letter. You have to select the title. What do you think about this title? The good effect of curcumin on blood sugar level. Are you happy with this title? Are you going to accept paper in such way if you find this title? Of course, this is so bad words. You should tell the readers, you should tell the editors about the importance of what is your paper speaking about. What the techniques, the design, retrograde, clinical trials, retrospective, and so on. The studies, what types of studies, the results on humans, on animals, the effect, hypoglycemic. Yani you should give some hints, some attractive words, as I showed you at the beginning. Yani the words of sweet bone in my review, it's attracted the attention of the journal. Sweet bone, and try to marketing yani the title. You have to select a good title for your work. Now the abstract, and if you remember, I told you the abstract and the title should be the last part. Once you complete your work, please correction. Okay. Once you once you complete your manuscript, the final things you write is or are the title and abstract. Yani believe me, many journals, they take the decision based on the title and abstract. So abstract should be yani carefully prepared, and you have to prepare these abstract according to the guidelines of the journals, and to summarize all your work, starting from the intro, brief background, the aims of your work, the brief about your methodology, the most important findings or results, and your conclusion and recommendation if you have. Okay, so please take care about the abstract and the title. Of course, introduction, you will start with opening sentence. Okay, you should cover the most important related information, brief summary, and don't forget controversies. Many researchers, they focused on the positive, on the significant, not try to bring both the negative and the positive findings. And very important part of your introductions, gap of knowledge. You have to fill the gaps. not to repeat work has been done for many years. You have to cover, to bring the piece to cover the gap. Where is the gap? And of course, you have to end up your introduction with the research questions and objectives. Okay, and remember this triangle during writing introductions, starting from broad to the narrow, from the international to local, from general to the specific. Diamond always writing introductions in form of inverted triangle, from the broad to the narrow, and with the taking in your consideration all these parts. Methods, and of course methods for the quantitative studies. We have 6 things here. Don't forget to mention the designs, samples, interventions, and outcome measures, and ethics, and data analysis. You have to cover all these things. And as I told you again, according to the previous website, each study has its specific guidelines or checklist. Each try to select the appropriate study from that website, which I showed you before, and to download the website, the checklist, and try to cover all that points. Figures and tables. Okay, figures and tables لازم تكون understandable. يعني once you look at the tables, you should understand with no details, no discussions. Okay, take care. The results, the same sequence start with the primary, then the secondary outcomes, and here no reference, just to define, to tell us about the findings, and to represent or to interpret the results which appear at the figures. Finally, the discussions, discussions will always start with single sentence about your main findings. Start with the main findings, okay? Then discuss these findings and compare your findings with other studies. Who is with and who is against your findings, okay? Don't forget to mention the strength and the weaknesses of your work, and end up your discussion with conclusion and limitations. Now, editorial triage. Once you submit your manuscript, the journals has some points, okay? But make sure always to write, to submit. Now خلاص, we know the different elements, the complete manuscript, but the important question here is which style this journal is followed. يعني each journal has a specific style. For example, the abstract. Some journals accept abstract in one text, single paragraph. Some journals need structure abstract. What means structure abstract? Mean start, background, aims, results, conclusions, and so on. Some journals recommend numbering, labeling, the font, the space, and so on. Try please to follow the guidelines, otherwise you will get immediate rejections. If you didn't follow the journal styles regarding the table figures, the count number of your words, the number of reference, the reference styles, you will get rejection from the second look. طيب. And simple way, just download a previous issue or previous paper from these journals and look at the styles. It will help you also to understand the journal style. Of course, submissions, the old way for submissions via email, and now no more journals using this way. And most of the journals, they have websites called submission system, OSS, online submission systems, and try to create ORCID number. ORCID, it is a website. By create account, they will give you automatic number as research number. You can use this ORCID number for the submission, for the registration of many journals. The most famous publishers depends on the ORCID. instead to every time create a special password and username. Now these ORCID numbers, it will allow you to pass to sign in different journals. Okay, please try to create account on ORCID. So electronic, during submission you have to attach the cover letter with the whole manuscript. طيب, let us now to discuss some guidelines or reviewing checklist. They are rating based on suitability of the topic, as I told you, the scope. Did your work, did your title fit with the scope of the journal? Content, how you present your work, and overall ratings. Then after rating, what is the recommendations? So as I told you, they look at the suitability from different aspects, contents, a technique, it is sound, cover the comprehensive, cover everything. Okay, how you present, organize the title, figures, symbol reference, and so on. And the overall ratings depends on the percentage. And usually the recommendation either accept as such, and it is rare, or accept your paper with minor revisions, or revise with minor change, revise with major change, or rejections. These mostly the recommendations that you can receive from the journals. Now, you submit your paper, you get a reply with some changes. How I can reply, how I can write to the editor and reviewers. Here, advise, once you reply to editor and reviewers, don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive. Try to reply politely, promptly, completely, try to answer everything, and concisely in brief. Okay, this general advice. Actually, your response divide into two categories: easy and difficult changes. And of course, you have to start with the difficult one. Okay, maybe you'll face some comments from reviewers to editings or grammar changes, or to modify the paragraphs, these symbols, or you might received very difficult changes to change the methodology, to add new variables, for example, to add new paragraph to compare your work with other studies. It needs a lot of work. Start with the difficult part. And of course, the corresponding authors, the one who submit, the one who dealing with the editors, they call it correspond editor. So try to consult, to discuss all these comments with your author, with the co-authors. Decide with your friends, with your colleagues, what to change. And of course, you have to address everything. Even the minor, even the small, you have to cover everything. And here, addressing doesn't mean changing. Okay, once you address the point, not necessary to change. Maybe you have to define. But believe me, even if you feel that this point, this comment not valid, from your perspective, try to modify, because the editor trusts on the reviewers more than you and your friends and your colleagues. My advice here is to address everything, except if there are some things very you feel it is a big mistake, big concern, it will disturb the structure of your work. Here, try to defend and try to bring an argument. And very nice if you can support your argument with reference of some people to support your argument. طيب. change doesn't mean remove or revamp or to delete. No. Change sometimes could be rewarding, extra references, some things like this. Okay. Like the problem, if the reviewer asks for new questions to answer, to change modify your hypothesis, to add new variables from where you can bring new samples or new patients. These are the things which is very difficult, and some researchers face such comments. Always change the technical errors. Technical errors blindly have to change. Always change the error in the references. Okay. And if you found some things the reviewer said I couldn't understand, I didn't understand, please take care about this point. And also focus, take care, try to answer these points which highlighted by many reviewers. If the same comment repeated by 2 or the 3 reviewers, take care about it and try to define or modify it accordingly. Now, after change and correcting and updating your manuscript, now you have to reply. The reply divided into 2 parts: later editors and to reviewers. Later to editors, just to give him brief that you are corroborated all the required changes, and you hope that you are now fit for publication in your work, and keep this till the end. Start with the reviewers. With the reviewers, you have to respond to each comment point by point. Each comment you have to answer, and start with this. Look, this example for editors. Try to thank the reviewers for the time and efforts, and try to summarize all the things. Okay. Then for the reviewers, also start with thanking them, and like this, insert the comment. After the comments, your response. Okay. Insert the reviewer number 1. The comment number 1, your response to the comment number 1, and so on. Okay. End up with 50 minutes. I covered the most important things relating to this trip or journey in the publication. I don't know, Doctor, if we have time for questions. We have 2 minutes left.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Hariri, for this incredible presentation and lecture. It was really informative.
You mean for the no, it's available they don't have page number. Some of them they have page number, some of them without page number, and they depends on DOI number. Okay, so DOI number, it is for mainly for the periodical and open access journals. DOI number. Sometimes if you don't have DOI number, you have to mention the home page of the journal. Look, and you face this point, especially if the manuscript is accepted and not yet finalized. Some papers, some journals, once they accept the manuscript, they put it at the website, but still they didn't give it the DOI number or value number or issue number. In this case, if you want to utilize this reference to cite this reference, and you couldn't find the details, you can use the home page, the address of the journal itself. I am sorry because I have to start with you with Mendeley. I have to finish. So we have different style for the home page for different things. Reference manager. We have different types of reference managers, and I think you have a topic regarding the EndNote. And personally, I know all of them, and I work with reference manager, I work with EndNote, and with all of them. Today, I am going to give you the most important things that help you to open Mendeley. Please don't write the reference. Don't write the reference manually, please. It's very time consuming. And in case that your paper rejected from one paper, if you want to submit to another, you have faced the same problem to change the style. Reference manager make the life easy, organize, minimize the error, and it is so simple. Once you know the principle of one of them, you can know the basic of all of them. Okay, I will start with you with Mendeley. Why I select Mendeley? Because it is for free. And I think they ask you to download Mendeley. Now we will go to Mendeley. Stop sharing. If we kindly would like to ask you to open Mendeley. Mendeley reference manager. I will share with you this Mendeley. Okay, fine. This is my library. This is my library. Okay. It is my library. I want to go from the beginning, from the sign out. Good. Look, you can create count for free. Okay. And also you can download. It can be downloaded. Okay. You can download from here, and you fix it at your desktop. Once you create an account, simply you can log in. As I told you, from anywhere you can work, not need to subscribe, very simple to use. Okay. Now after signing, it will appear this page, it will appear for you. Now how it works? Look, now if you stop sharing, I will show you how it works. Word, where is the Word file? Good. Look, this is the Word file. Okay, If you see here, here's this Zotero. Zotero. It is another web, but it is fixed in my Microsoft. Zotero, it is the same things, the same function, provided by this software. But I prefer Mendeley, and sometimes you can use this Zotero. However, from reference, and by the way, Mendeley has updated the software. Even if you go to the YouTube, you might find some record which is old and not applicable. Now this software has been updated recently, before maybe 4 or 5 months ago, so it is new. Once you fixed Mendeley, once you click here reference, look, if you click here reference, it comes here. Okay, it comes here. Again, from reference, once you click reference, it's appear here. Now I want to cite. I said that X reported the anticoagulant, for example, of the L plants, for example. Okay, and I have this information. I want to insert the reference for this. Okay, it is with signal, because I mentioned the name of author, Al-Hariri. 2020 reported the anti. Okay, so now I want to insert the reference of let us to mention some things earlier, reporting the hypoglycemic effect of propolis. Right. Now I have this information. I want to insert citation. From where I can get this source of information? You will go to the Mendeley, the page here, and to write the reference. You should know, of course, you should know all these references. Propolis. Look, it is already in my look, if it's already in your library, it will you here view, not saved. It means it's already there. Okay, it's already there. Look here. Yeah, this.
Sorry, doctor, for the interruption.
Okay. Yes.
But we can't see the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am so sorry, because I am working with the line and sorry. Look, this is the Mendeley, okay? And you have to write here to search. This new version little bit complicated. At the beginning, it was at the same page, at the Word file. But now you have to go to the Mendeley to search and to save the reference before you find it, okay? Now, you will write here your searching. Of course, it depends on your style. Each researcher has own style. Some of them, they collect all they downloaded all the reference in folder. Then they start writing. Some of them, no, they search and write at the same times. For example, like me now, I am searching and writing at the same time. I put my name, the keywords, I mean, it appear here. Look, if you see here, view in library means it's already saved in your library. If this reference is new, it will ask you to add it. Look, if you put here add. this reference. Look, remember, propolis modulate inflammatory mediators and improve histopathology in male rats with L-arginine induced pancreatitis in pancreatitis model. Okay, now again I will stop sharing. I will go to the word. Where is the word? This is the word. Right. Good. Look, reported the immune effect of propolis. Okay, so I have Mendele here. When you click, look, click on reference here, and here you have to select where you saved your. I will show you how you can create a folder. Tell him that I want all references. Okay, look, it appear here. Okay, look, I have many folders. I have collections, I have Al-Hariri, I have test, and I have all references. If you select all, it will showed you all the saved references on your library, and you can select anyone. I want to select this first one, for example, the one of pancreatitis. Just click here. Okay, click here and put the cursor on the place that you want to cite, and tell him please insert. Here, look, it comes to number 1. No, if you want to click more than one reference, okay, I want this and this, for example. Okay, please insert them. Okay, this is the first statement. The second, propolis showed many biological activities. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Okay, now I want something for this reference. If you have it here, for example, if you write propolis, it will show you all the saved reference with propolis, and you can select the suitable one. If you don't have, again, you can stop sharing. You go to the home page of the Mendeley. Share screen. Look, I want everything for propolis, for example. Look, antibacterial properties. This one, it is not available. I have to add it. Okay, add to my library. Then again, you will go, stop sharing. You will go to the Word file. Sharing screen. Where is the Word file? Okay, I want to cite again propolis. We want the antibacterial. Sorry, propolis. Look. If you couldn't find it, you have to update. Look, you have to update. Look, now it's appear. Look, now it's appear. Just click it. Yani after adding to your library from the home page, go and update your library. To update your library on your desktop, okay? Then insert this. and now I have 3. You will continue, okay, by the same way. Now at the end, I finished my work. I want to insert my reference list. You will go here, okay? No, sorry, here. You will select here. You will go here. Look, more. You will ask the Mendeley to insert bibliography. Look, automatic. Type. Now I want to submit this word to journal, and I want to change the style. This style is not useful. Go to here, more style. Either select from the default, which is available in your account, or you can select more styles. Just write here the style, because some journals, many journals has own style. Some publishers has own styles. Select anyone. Vancouver, even many style of Vancouver. Look, how many Vancouvers? Select this one. Look at the change. Look how the style changes. I want now Harvard, for example. Harvard. Look, this is another style, and so on. You can select the style of your journal from here if it's not available on your list. One thing more I want to show you this way for the researchers which depends on the searching, and they search and insert the same times. Some of you know they have another way. They have, for example, I have to stop the sharing, but here difficult to sharing is so difficult word to share every time. My screen. Share screen again. Okay. This is the home page. Here you can search. Here you can add the reference to your library. Type the question here is, where is my library? Where is the collection? Here you can see here. If you click here, library, okay, this is your library. This is your library, and you can select where you can save this reference, which either in collection you can create. And for example, I want to do a work on, for example, on stroke, on CVA. Okay, you can create new collection here, CVA. Okay, خلاص. Look, this new collection, CVA. If you click here, it's empty. How I can build? You will go to the home page, you will save, and it will come here. Right, now, if you have some folders with downloaded PDF files, now you download, for example, 20 PDF files in your desktop, in your folders regarding CVA. How I can import them to your library? Simply, you can. طبعا difficult to see, but any word can be drag and down, drop to. Look, I will pull this. Look, now, look, I take this from my desktop. Look, if you drop it here, the beauty of Mendeley can read it. Yani to add reference. Difficult here, difficult job. Look CVA now. By dropping this folder from this PDF from your desktop to here, it comes, and the Mendeley can read it, and you can utilize. And here is very nice, very useful. Okay, and you can, at the beginning, you can download all the reference you need in folder. When you want to start to write, just drop them all to your collections. And again, I will show you the last thing because I don't want to lose more time here. Stop sharing. Where is the Word file? Where is my, yeah. Look, this is my Word now. If you go to the reference, you can find your CVA. You have to update. Please update. You have to update. Please update. And I'm sure that you will find on the YouTube many records, very useful. But take care, don't surprise, because most of the available records for the old version, previous version, which is not applicable for this one. But it is simple, no problem. Look, CVA collection, it is here. And how many? Look, it's duplicate 2 times. This is the folder which drops from desktop to this, and simply you can add it. You can add it. You can add this reference. I want it here. Put the cursor here and insert. Look, automatically it comes. So I recommend you to use any type, any software to manage your reference. It is helpful for searching, for organizing your work, decrease, minimize the error, and also for re-updating your manuscript in case that you are willing to submit to different journals. But it is difficult, so difficult for me to summarize software within 30 minutes. But I think I give you the most important things. I have a question here. The most important submission. I have here some questions. I will inshallah answering you, inshallah. Okay, so I highly recommend to use any types of reference managers, but don't insert the references manually. Okay. And of course, this software provides you the facility to change the style, to insert. And sometimes you might find very old reference or book, and the software, the searching, the engine couldn't identify or picking this reference. You can insert it manually. Many facilities. And it can be extracted from this software. Very simple, very useful. Just follow the records from YouTube. Try to read from the homepage, and I think you will be familiar, expert with this software, with Mendeley. I will open the questions before moving to the last part, which is the similarity. I will open the floor for questions in this part. Can bibliography style affect the submission or publication provided by the institute? Some journals they are flexible. They're asking you to submit in any style. Sub-journals, sub-publishers like Hindawi, like Taylor's, some of journals with Taylor's, they don't have a restriction. They can submit in any style. But again, don't submit your manuscript until you make sure that you fulfill all the requirements. but many of them they are very يعني restricted في الstyle. They have to show even the points. They ask you to arrange the points, colons, semicolons. They're very sensitive in this point. Who can manage? Who can help you? The software or the reference manager can help you in this regard. طيب, is there features that enable multiple authors to share on the same papers? This question is not clear for me. Is there a features that enable multiple authors to share the reference? No, it is your account. It is your account. But simply, if you can send the PDF, and this as I told you, Mendeley support these services by dragging and dropping the file in your library, in your collections. The Mendeley can read and can insert, but it is your account, like your email. Someone can open your email? Of course, no, unless you have to give him your account. The same things for Mendeley. I am sorry, Wallah, I feel that I couldn't send my message because 30 minutes and it needs more time. But if you want to clarify one point or some points, I'm ready before moving to the last part. You have any points regarding Mendeley?
There is one more question, Dr. Hariri.
Yes. How I can share my library in the end?
Actually, there is two. Yeah.
We can add it, ask for PubMed to the collections, or should download the PDF files. Yes, there are special way to be honest, as I told you, many features is still not clear. This version has me updated before 5 months. I am working with Mendeley since many years, and suddenly it is stuck with me. It asked me to update. Once I update, it completely changed. Even the locations, the options. Before, from the word you search and insert, not necessary to go to the home page. I don't have the idea how you insert from the EndNote, but there is option to import from Google Scholar, from PubMed, and we have this option. But to be honest, this new software, I don't have the idea in this regard. But there is option. Okay. All reference used. Yeah. Should we include the manuscript, all the reference we use in the proposal? Of course, as I told you, anything you insert any information, you have to indicate the source, unless if there is some common information. They define the common information if it's published 3 times. For example, if you want to say that exercise it's very useful or very beneficial for health or for blood glucose or cholesterol, here you don't want to add a reference because it's a common knowledge, common information. So common information, if it's published more than 3 times, so according to the articles, here no need to insert reference for this information. Otherwise, any information, any knowledge, you have to indicate the reference for that one. We will move to the last part, which is similarity and plagiarism. Share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So you are free. You can use the problem of reference manager and EndNote. They ask for subscription, and but there are other alternatives. But mainly it is so simple as I showed you. And as new young researcher, I prefer to download all your documents in PDF, then drop them all in your collection, in your library, and insert them according to your need. For researcher, I think this is the best way. But now we will move to the last part, which is the plagiarism. plagiarism. What is plagiarism? And you think there are differences between plagiarism and similarity? Of course, yes. Plagiarism is presenting or taking another work or ideas as your own. Not necessary words. You hear about idea from somewhere and you change it. You make small changes and apply this idea for invention or patent or publication as yours work. While similarity, no, overlapping or matching. The percentage of matching your work with others. But plagiarism, including even the hidden part, which is the ideas. If you take ideas, it's called or considered plagiarism. Okay? While similarity, it is the matching or overlap. And of course, many softwares can detect in order to avoid plagiarism or to minimize plagiarism, use the same things as I mentioned at the beginning. Bibliography, either quotations, paraphrasing, or summarize with citing. Okay, to avoid plagiarism, to avoid anyone to fail on the plagiarism, please try to change rephrasing or put quotation, but in all cases you have to insert the reference. Do I have to cite everything? Of course, the answer is yes, except when you are using your words or, as I told you, common knowledge. Common knowledge, the most known knowledge, no need to insert citation. If I change few words, as some people, they are intelligent, they change the words, they rephrasing, and now even the many softwares, many programs, they can rephrase. They can rephrase the statement completely. If you rephrase, it's consider your work. No. You have to quoting, to paraphrasing, to summarize the work of other, and citing and indicate them. We have different softwares to help you minimize plagiarism and similarity. And our university provide the services of the faculty to provide the access or make for free registration and authenticate. And if you remember from your account on e-services at your account, you will find request to sign it. By this way, they can create, they will ask you some questions, and accordingly, they will provide you with free access to authenticate. How I can use authenticate? In brief, I think we have 5 minutes. Sharing. Share. Yes. Log out. This is authenticate, okay? This authenticate. Once you create your account by the help of Sanit, you can log in. You can insert your password and username. Okay, and you will get this page, the first page. It's simple. From here, you can upload. Sorry. Upload file. Okay. Write the first name, for example, Muhammad. Yeah. Right. I will select one of my draft here. طيب, I will show you published paper. Don't surprise, you will see high similarity. Where is my published work? لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. Chemistry process. Paper 1, conflict. Where is my paper? My paper. طيب. Okay, you will write the title. You will fill all the needed information. Okay, you will write the title, and at the end it will ask you to upload your file. Choose the file. Email is another paper, no problem. Let's add this one. Look, once you choose the file, ask if you have another files. And if you are a faculty teacher, you want to check the assignment of students, you can upload many files at the same time. So upload, please. Once it's uploaded, you will go to your home page. Okay. Good. It's uploaded, hopefully it's uploaded successfully. Good. Type. Sorry, folders. Look, now binding, still detecting the similarity percentage. Look, this is the title. Now it works. Need few minutes. Okay. It's processing. At the end, it will show you the percentage of, we can't say plagiarism, we can say similarity index report. Right. Meanwhile, I can show you. Right. Meanwhile, do you have any questions? Because it needs, yeah. Look, the percentage you can see here, because it's already published paper, 81%. Okay. If you want to see where is this similarity, just click on the percentage, and it will give you 4 reports: the location, and from where you extracted. You can see 70% from this is the same paper. That is my paper published. Look, 70% coming from this reference, from reference number 1. And you can go to reference number 1 if you want. Look, this is the report. This is the report. Okay, this is the report. Look, 70% coming from this reference. Look, if you click this reference, it will show you where it is published. Different, the statement and I don't know. You can see now this home page. It moved me to the original place of the journal from where it published. Do you can see? طيب. خلاص على كل حال this how you can now you have this highlighted. You have to change all these things. By this way you will minimize the percentage. Look, even you can to show here something. Look, the reference didn't count. It didn't count the reference. Look, because by default, because if in counting the reference, the percentage will be more. By default, the system recognize the quotation and reference, and by this way they jump. They didn't count the reference. And here you have the summary report. You can find, if you want to download from here, you can download from PDF. على كل حال في هنا مش قادر اطلع من هنا. Okay, so I think by this way you can avoid plagiarism and you can minimize. Why this is very important? Because many journals has percentage. Some of them, they didn't accept any paper exceed 15%. Some of them up to 20%. Above 20%, immediate. The editorial board reject your work. So try to make your before submissions, submit your manuscript to this software. Try to minimize the plagiarism or the similarity percentage below 20 by the help of these software. And I think by this I come up with the end of my session. And again, I am apologize because we are trying with the head of the organizing committee to give you the most important points during this short period, which related and can help you during your research work. What is the solution if you find high percentage of some? Yeah, you have to rephrase. As I told you, quotations, rephrasing is the solution for bibliography and for plagiarisms. Either quotation, put it in quotation, but don't build your manuscript with quotation from the beginning till the end. Use twice, 3 times quotations, that's all. For the remaining, try to rephrase, reword, use your word, please. Otherwise, no one can accept your work. So the solutions, quotations 2-3 times, and rephrasing the sentences. If you have cited from ebook, for Mendeley, you have the options. I told you, you can create style. No time now, unfortunately. You can create style, for ebook. By the way, if the ebook or anything recognized by Mendeley, the Mendeley automatic by default, it will use the style for book. Don't worry. Did you get my point? Look, for example, because no time, almost we finished our time. If the engine search of Mendeley discovered the book it's already online. Don't worry. The software by default will cite this book as ebook, not as a manuscript. Don't worry in this point. And if you want to create specific style, you have this facility. You can create any style you want, and also you have the facility, according to the questions, to input from PubMed or from Google Scholar. Thank you. Thank you. شكرا. طيب. Any question? Any more question?
There is a couple of questions, Dr. Al-Hariri, in the Q&A box. So what is the solution if I find high percentage of similarity?
Yes, I told him the solution for high percentage of similarity, like writing bibliography, either put it in quotation or rephrasing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best thing. And we have, alhamdulillah, these days, we have many programs like Grammarly. They provide these services. They can help, but don't trust because they change even the terms. And it can provide sort of help, but depend on yourself. Try to rephrase, try to read and understand. Don't copy and paste. This for everything, not just for publication, even for assignment, and try to learn from now. Rephrasing and quotations, but as I told you, 2-3 times quotation. Yeah, delete it. Once, thank you so much for these questions. Once you upload your file and you get the percentage, the similarity index, after you correct your work and you want to resubmit it again, please delete the first file. Delete the first file and resubmit it again. Clear this point? If your file already submitted, fill authenticate before resubmission of the new version, please delete the previous file, the old file.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Hariri, for your effort in presenting this amazing, outstanding, incredible, and informative lectures. And thank you for answering attendees' questions. And it's really our honor to have with you today.
Shukran. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Al-Hariri, and thank you all attendees for your listening. I would like to thank our today's amazing speakers, Dr. Al-Tanir and Dr. Al-Hariri, for the excellent lectures they have provided. So great. We reached the end of our first part of deep dive into clinical research. يعني زي ما نقول دكتور الحريري ختامه مسك. The virtual course, but hopefully the beginning of your journey in the field of the research. I have a few announcements before closing the sermon. First of all, there is one day special offer, 20% discount for part 2 if you didn't register not for part 2. You can use this promo code only for today. So I will keep the screen for a while so you can, I can send you later the promo code, but you can use it only today. So it's only one day offer. Because you know that before we did 100 Riyal discount if you register for both part 1 and part 2. But for one who register in part 1, but not yet register for part 2, still you can use this promo code to take 20% discount for part 2. And as you know, for part 1, we already get 19 CME hours. And for part 2, still CME hours in the process. And if you like to know more about the topics for part 2, still you can find it in Twitter. And I already sent PDF files that contains all things related to topics, including what the topics that we will discuss it in part 2. The idea of part 2 that we will dive deeper, more deeper in clinical research. So you have to have a basic for part 1. Okay, and this is the barcode to join WhatsApp group. So for those who didn't attend the course in live, and they watch me now, still they can scan barcode and join WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, just now I make it interactive, so anyone can type and can send a comment or